What's going on, guys? This is Jay, and today is Friday, June 26th of 2020. And we're going to do some work in the fields today. A little bit of a roadblock on the way down. They're doing some work on the road, so that's pretty cool. We won't be hitting those bumps on the way down anymore. And there's those beautiful fields of Landgraf, West Virginia, McDowell County, West Virginia. And I'm just checking on the beans that we put in. And I'm gonna cut a little bit of these water weed out. Waiting on Sky to meet up with me here. So we're gonna plan on doing some work down here today. Not sure exactly what we're gonna get into at this point, but we further discuss it and we decide on how to move forward. We're checking in on these beans. They're coming up through there good. Making green beans and doing green bean things. Pretty cool. Always enjoy that. And the area that we're going to focus on today is the field that we've been cutting up on the other side of the maple tree. And we're going to plant zucchini here. Zucchini, those things. Love those squashes. So first we're gonna measure out the field. That way we can move the measuring tape down the line and stretch it out straight. That way we know exactly where we're gonna put the heels, and we're gonna space the heels 6 feet apart and put zucchini in there. Now Sky is teaching me the proper way to make zucchini heels, and what we're doing is going in and stretching the line. Sky puts the fertilizer down, and then I start making the heels on one end, and he meets me with making the heels from the other side, and we go down. After the heels are made, he drops the seed in and I push them into the heel, and we move on to the next one. And we're moving along pretty quick here. This was a good half a day's work. We got there around 7 a.m. and we worked there until around 1 in the afternoon. But now it's time for a lunch break. We've already put in, I think it was 4 heels of zucchini before we decided to take a break. And now we're just reflecting on what we just done, doing a little bit of chatting and having a little bit of lunch and enjoying this shade of that beautiful maple tree that I love so much that shades this field out. So the zucchini that we're planting are seed that we got from Jenny Totten. They requested some zucchini, so we're putting in some zucchini until we run out of seed. We got a good little bit of seed, so we're going to plant all the seed that was given to us in heels of zucchini. And they're going to be beautiful squash. Love planting those squash. And zucchini, they usually come out pretty quickly after they're planted, so it shouldn't be longer than a week before we start seeing seeds pop out of the ground, which is pretty exciting. And we're probably going to plant some other types of squash into here. It is a huge field. It's bigger than the fields that me and Felicia are working with further down the farm. This one field that we cleared is bigger than the entire 5 plots that we maintain at the lower end. And now it's time to move the line. We're going to continue making zucchini heels. These rows, they're around 70 feet long. And I think that we eventually put in about 100 heels of zucchini into 7 rows, which is pretty cool. And it barely takes up any of the space in the field. The field is so big that it's going to take a while to plant it if we get it all planted this year. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we're going to roll with it. A little bit late start in the season. A lot of plans have changed and are continuously changing, so we just got to kind of roll with the punches. We didn't expect our car to be down, which set me back a couple days on getting anything done anywhere. And I now have a truck. You could see a sneak peek of it in parts of the video. I'm not going to go into any details in this video about it, but that will be for future videos. So you have to stay tuned if you want to catch up on that. But it's definitely going to change how we work and what we can accomplish. It's pretty exciting. I picked up my tiller from my mom's house, so that's going to change our work dynamic and how we've been taking care of some of our crops, and I'm excited about that as well. It's not running as of right now in the video, but by the end of the video you can best believe that we have it purring like a brand new tiller, and you have to stay tuned for that. It's time for another quick lunch break. I feel my blood sugar dropping a little bit, so to take a few seconds and course correct on that. Have a little bit of lunch, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of chatting, a little bit more reflecting on what we have been accomplishing, and it's pretty exciting. We got a lot going on. There's already a lot down here in these fields. There is, I know, a good 20 rows of green beans, and the longest ones are 300 feet long in the field that's directly behind me. Those are the fields we were checking out when we first got here. And we have 2 plantings of corn finished down here, and in one planting the corn is around 1.5 feet tall, and in the other planting the corn's a little bit smaller. So pretty good stuff. A lot going on. There is some collards and cabbages planted in the field to my right, directly across the road. So we have all kinds of stuff growing on in this area too. There's stuff growing on all throughout these beautiful valleys of Landgraf, West Virginia, McDowell County, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it all. I'm excited to take you all along. It's been a pretty cool journey, and we're going to continue on with the squash making of heels and whatnot. And you can see those beautiful clouds rolling across the sky in these time-lapse videos. And I love watching the formation of the clouds change very quickly and rapidly. You can see the weather patterns shifting. And that's it. We are finished. We did 3 more heels of prolific squash. That's a yellow squash. And we're going to pack it up and work on some tillers. So that's coming up. So a few more seconds. Stay tuned. We're going to do a little bit of field maintenance before. Sky's going to run the tractor around and knock some of the weeds down, and I'm going to pack up my things and get ready and cut some grass around the area. First, I'm going to get that vitamin C. So you know I love those oranges, those oranges, love those things. And now it's time to cut a little bit of grass, so we're going to do that. There's a couple sneak peeks of that new truck that I got. It's not new, but it's new to me. And it's going to get us from A to B. That's what's important. But we're going to cut down some of this poison oak or poison ivy. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't want it in there. And this is our chill area under the trees. So I'm cutting up this grass while Sky's cutting up that field. Just doing a little bit of trim maintenance around the areas where we frequent a lot in this field, so we don't have to deal with those weeds. I love watching these weeds go down in these time lapse. I think it's pretty cool. I love all the time lapses, but these particularly I really love because you can see the transformation really quickly, and it seems like a lot amount of work being done in a short amount of time, and it is. Now it's tiller time, so we're taking off the top part of the tiller where it pulls to start, and the first thing that we did was clean the magneto.
We're working on this tiller
to make sure that it's firing.
And I took the carburetor cover off, and it's filled with ants. They're coming out on the attack because I have disturbed their nest. So, yep. I just thought I would show you. We're about to blow this out with air compressor. Get all these ants and eggs and babies out of here. That's where I'm at right now.
So we got all of the ants out of the carburetor. I'm gonna have to replace the air filter, and we did not blow them out with the air compressor. We couldn't find the hose for that, and we're working on the fuel line because it's not getting fuel to the motor. So we are assuming that the fuel line is clogged up. We took it loose and it was leaking fuel, so everything was good. It was getting fuel. There was a pinch in the line, and Sky's showing me how to take the fuel bowl off to make sure that fuel is coming through and getting to that part of the motor, or that part of the tiller, and we're putting it back on, making sure that the fuel line isn't crimped up. I'm looking to make sure that it's dripping like it's supposed to, and look, it fired straight up after that. Runs just as good as the day I bought it. I've had this tiller for 5 years now. It's almost like brand new. It's been sitting for the past 4 years unused because I wasn't exactly sure what was wrong with it, and it was just a pinch fuel line. So now we're just doing some adjustments and working on the clutch. The clutch is a little bit seized up, so Sky is putting some type of spray down inside there. I think it's like a liquid wrench or a WD-40 or some kind of loosener, and we're working a little bit on a couple of his tillers. That way we can get in and get some work done. But overall, it's all good. We have a tiller now, and it's going to change the work dynamic, and that's it, guys. That's what we got done. Thank you for watching. I know there wasn't a lot of information in here, but we got a lot of work done. I'm pretty excited about that. There will be more information to come. If it was helpful, like the video. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe. If you want to see more, hit the notification bell for updates on future videos. And until next time, can you dig it?